Okay, the tax stimulus bill. Everybody's kind of bumming out about it because they don't know where all this money is going. But part of it is towards first-time home buyers. So if you haven't owned in the past 3 years, you get $8,000 that you can use as a tax credit to offset your down payment. And on FHA loan, let's say you're going for a 2-bedroom condo, $300,000. 3.5% is about $10,500. So $8,500 of your $10,500 is covered. Okay, so you're coming in with $2,500 net and looking for a place that rent equals mortgage again. Okay. Alright, one very important thing I think to think about is people often get caught up in looking at the price of the real estate. And don't get me wrong, price is definitely a big factor. But unless you have a whole bunch of cash, there's always going to be a price and an interest relationship. Okay, so let's say you buy a house at $400,000, 6% interest. You're going to pay $24,000 a year. Okay, let's say you buy a house at $600,000, 4%. You still pay $24,000 a year. So there's a 2% drop in interest rate equals a $200,000 drop in price. So anytime you see that interest rate creep into the 4.5, 5 range, it's actually equivalent to homes dropping maybe $100,000 or $150,000 depending on what price range you're looking at. So always look at the price and the interest rate and what you're going to pay at the end of the month, and try and get real estate in your portfolio that makes sense. Okay, because the way that I look at it is there's a lot of room in the market. People think that Oahu has boomed and the best years have kind of come and gone. But the way I look at the market is that there's a tremendous opportunity here, because I don't think it's necessarily going to happen overnight. But if you look back at the Japanese bubble, okay, that was 25 years ago. 25 years ago. Everybody agrees that over a period of 25 years, prices should go up, right? But if you look at a house, let's say a $1 million house in Kahala, during the Japanese bubble, that $1 million house had an interest rate of say 15 to 17%. So on the low end, it'd be $1 million, 15%, that's 150 grand a year of interest payment. That same house today, at the interest rate today, 5%, 5.25%, let's say it's $3 million. You're still paying $150,000 so a year in interest. So in today's market, that house is probably worth only maybe 1.8, 1.5, but it has a true value if you compare to what the Japanese bubble times were paying of $3 million. So there's a lot of room for another boom. It could be a boom from China, it could be a boom another from Japan or Korea or from the Middle East. Baby boomers from the mainland. Hawaii is such a small place with such a small amount of land that we have a very good chance to boom. So I like to pick up real estate that makes sense. You can afford it, you can be in there for the long run, and definitely we want to get you into a place that you own, so that 30 years down the line you're not paying market rent, or you're not having to leave Honolulu because of not being able to afford the housing. Okay?